No, you know, are there any adults in Washington D.C.? Because common sense would tell me that if China is the largest manufacturer and China is the largest trade partner to practically everybody in the world, they have the five largest banks in the world, they have the most billionaires in the world, they have the largest industrial complex in the world, and I owe them over $1 trillion in debt. Common sense would tell me not to try to antagonize and provoke them so that they call in the debt. Like I hear a lot of financial pundits say this. They say, "Well, China has a lot of debt that they have to deal with, and their economy is collapsing." And then the thing that comes to mind is, okay, let's just give you that and say China has all of this hidden debt. The first
Yeah.
law of nature is self-preservation. If I have all of this hidden debt before I collapse, I will call the debt in on you that you owe me. I mean, but they missed that point. Why do you think they missed that major point there?
I think there's a lot of hubris. There's a lot of American exceptionalism. People have so used to the long years of U.S. hegemony and before that European hegemony, and it's been like 500 years. The West basically did whatever they want to the global South countries, and this is one thing freaked them out about the rise of China, because suddenly there's a non-white country that's growing powerful,
That's
and
that's
and and and, and then it's growing powerful without without the same development path that they themselves have been on. China have grown powerful in the last 40 years without waging a war, without colonialism, without slavery. For them, that blows their mind, because that's not in their comprehensions. Like, how could this happen? That's why they start project all kind of their own past sins onto China. It's like
yeah.
China must do something freaky and funky, because there's no way they can get where they are without slavery, without colonialism. They must be practicing slave labor. They must be stealing our technology. I mean, this is why reason China have 5G and we don't, because China must steal our 5G technology, right? And so we don't have it anymore. I mean, it's so ridiculous if you actually think about it. And another thing about the Chinese debt, the Chinese debt is internal debt. It's the Chinese government owe to the Chinese people, right? They have a credit, external credit. They have a large trade surplus.
That's right.
So they don't owe to the rest of the world. They owe to themselves.
Mhm.
So that's quite different when you're talking about debt. Unlike U.S. actually depend on countries like China and and Gulf countries to finance U.S. treasuries. They need China to continue to buy the treasuries to prop up the dollar. So that's quite different. And as you say, China is not looking for a confrontation with the United States. China has done quite well in the last 40 years. It just wants to do business. It's the U.S. that's initiating the hostility right now, and one of the reasons, as I say, it's because they're really freaked out about this non-white nation is
I see that
suddenly
all the time.
becoming a non, like a near peer competitor, as they say, because U.S. is all about all spectrum dominance.